Good morning. Welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. If you had only 100 hours left to live in your life, how would you spend those last 4 moments of your life living with satisfaction? This is the second live stream today. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, step into the live stream. Okay, and now we have in today's second live stream, we're going to be covering some food and groceries. So wherever you're from, welcome back to the Ahn Rho channel. From Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, wherever you're coming from, welcome. And we're continuing off of a cover of a bunch of items that I had to deal with, sort of like inventory management in terms of both gaming as well as from a business perspective, but also just as a project in general. Just covering all the things that come in all my life and all the events that happened. Now in the previous stream, if you take a look on my channel, of course, what you see is what you get. I covered some dentistry equipment as well as a bunch of paperwork from my benefits at my workplace, as well as just from mail, in addition to a credit card that I just had to crumple up, and obviously it's not shown on camera for that reason. It's financial stuff. But in this second of 3 live streams today, we're going to cover stuff that has to do with food from my workplace, as well as food that's a gift, and that's actually on the right hand side. So if you take a look at the title of the live stream, you'll find that there's some stuff again on the left, on your right hand side right there. There's treats from a workplace. We also have some grocery items from Food Basics, and so I did a play on words, a little pun there. I said pie basics, and that's because if you take a look in the title, it is in fact a gift. So what you see is what you get. So I have some stuff here that can't be shown because I have some stuff here that I can show, but it doesn't include the photographs on your left hand side. So on your right hand side are stuff from our workplace. On your left hand side are photographs that that I took of food that is already consumed, or the packaging that's already thrown away, specifically stuff that was a gift to my colleagues, so to my caregivers. So we're gonna cover that kind of stuff, as well as at the very end some supplies that I used from my caregivers. So with that being said, let's just deep dive into it. On the top left hand corner, top right hand corner, my left is your right, my left, kind of switched around. But on the top right hand corner, it's a huge, I'm fumbling, but there's like 9 different, let me show you this fucking Dropbox. Like, I'm actually so anxious to get rid of all this shit here. You take a look, this is the first live stream, this is the second live stream, third live stream, just a whole bunch of garbage that's piled up over the past of 5 days. So top left hand corner, top right hand corner, sorry, what do you see? You see samosas, you see spring rolls, and you see as well as some Bueno chocolate. That's all from my colleagues about a week ago, and I should have covered it a week ago, but I didn't. And that's because I've been off on a break because my brother came back, and things just went to shit after that because there was so much to do. And so long story short, that's some gifts, class 4 items, meaning it's from my colleagues or friends or fellow volunteers, people on the outside. Bueno from one of everyone there who gave me the samosa and the spring rolls. One of my colleagues was leaving for the summer because she only came for to work for the summer, and then she has to go back to university, I believe, into 3rd or 4th year. And then we also had the Bueno, and that was just from one of my colleagues who is actually a mother already, but she was having, I believe it was a birthday celebration, so she gave that. And then I should mention there's also a Mentos, but I can't show that on the live stream because there's already 5 photographs. I can't fill up the stream with a bunch of photographs any more than that. On the left hand side, so your left hand side, your left, you see some photographs of stuff. So the second group of items from Food Basics. Now I have some stuff to show here as a result, and so I can show some things from Food Basics. We have this sort of almond milk. I believe, no, I didn't buy it from there. No, it's just garbage. It's just garbage. We have the coconut water. So we have coconut water, Casablanca, pure coconut water, and I bought this again, mostly as usual for the potassium, in a whole canister. It's about 1,000 milligrams. In half the canister, or 250 mils, is already 500 milligrams. Not too high in sugar, 10 grams of sugar per half canister, but obviously not ideal. Ideally, I would like to have maybe only about 5 grams of sugar. In addition to that, I also bought some snacks. So Surati Indian mix. So this one was buzu, and it's just chickpea flour. It's kind of like the Indian version or Sri Lankan version of deep fried potato chips or French fries. Instead of potatoes, it's like chickpea flour. I know it doesn't sound that appealing, but when you try it, it does taste really good. Chickpeas, lentils, and nuts and cashews and stuff like that. Very well seasoned, coriander, all that kind of stuff. Inside you see are the bananas that I ate, just for potassium as well as just a source of fruits and vegetables. So put that to the side. That's all garbage. In addition to that, I should mention, of course, coconut water, the bananas, as well as the mix itself. But also, what else we bought? The spice here, cumin. So ground cumin, and I always figured I wanted to try this because there was this one time about a year ago when I had some particular chicken from a Chinese supermarket. I'm not sure if you're aware, TNT, Canadian supermarket, Chinese supermarket. Very clean, very nice, a little bit on the expensive side. But long story short, one of their hot food sections sold cumin seasoned chicken, and it was amazing. It had this really nice savory flavor, and I want to basically try it for myself. So that's why I purchased this. I don't know how. I'm first gonna add it to my oatmeal because I'm a pretty experimental person and I like trying different things like that. But it's probably not gonna taste that great. This is probably best used with meat, umami flavored dishes. But that's that. So 81 grams. Turn to the back here. There's a little bit of potassium, a little bit of iron, but for the most part, it's just a seasoning. So that being said, I'll put that down to the side. And then, so we have to cover the gifts, right? So I talked about the photographs. So the top left-hand corner, my right is your left. I have to remember that. You have, what do you see? What do you see? You see some mix, some more Indian snack mix. You also see, so that's the red bag, by the way. And that had a lot of cashews in it. That's great. But we also had and spicy. I like spicy food. But also we have two photographs of some apple caramel pie. In addition to apple caramel pie, in addition to what? Come on. Think. Mango cookies, right? That's what's on the photograph on the left-hand side, and that's a gift for my caregivers. Partly for my caregivers, but mostly because my brother came back from university, and I wanted to treat him to something. I don't know, because I kind of missed him. I didn't see him for a while, and that's just something I picked up from the groceries. Some mango cookies. I know he likes mango. I know he also likes pie. I know I like pie, so I ate about half the pie, and then the three-way split between my brother and my caregivers, and so that's that. And that's almost everything. The last item to cover here today, in this second of 2 of 3 live streams, is this piece of trash here. So I mentioned supplies in the title. You see a toilet. Probably not the best thing to include a toilet and food at the same time, but hey man, it's a stream. I got a lot to cover, so we're just gonna roll with the punches, all right? So what we got here is just some Royale toilet paper at the same time with food, right? So this is just the wrap. Don't worry, it's not used. It's just a wrap. Long story short, I still don't purchase my own toilet paper. I should. It's stupid. I pay my own rent. I pay for my own food. I buy my own groceries, but for some reason I don't like use my own toilet paper. It's just so stupid. It gets on my gripes. So that's one thing I had to get rid of. There's another thing that I just have to transition out of over the coming year. So on the Ahn Rho Project. So it's just trying to become more self-dependent, completely self-dependent is the main goal, at least one of the main goals of the Ahn Rho Project. And that's one of the more lower tier goals, by the way. The higher tier goals are much more loftier and grand. But hopefully we make it there. That's like 2-3 years in the future. So it's just garbage, really. The long story short, if there's 30 rolls and I use like 1/3 or 1/4 of a roll each, that's like 60 portions, plus all the garbage that comes with it, like the Bristol board. So like 70 portions. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna put all the garbage that we have here today inside this bag. So we have so far that we covered. There's still more garbage to come, but that's in the 3rd live stream today. I'm gonna put this in here. Okay, so only the food that we covered so far. I should mention this is also garbage, but it's recyclable. And I use this, by the way, this Boost strawberry flavor as a addition to my oatmeal. It's just adding, because I don't have milk right now. I ran out of dairy milk. I also ran out of almond milk. So they both ran out. Dairy milk, almond milk, coconut milk all ran out. And so I just added some of this sort of nutrition meal replacement, sort of boost meal replacement to my oatmeal to add that creaminess. But it's all obviously recyclables. And we also have a bag here of just garbage, so that's just going into it. And with that being said, that's everything for this live stream. The last live stream, okay, the third one, right after this, is going to cover groceries that I purchased recently, as well as, that's just yesterday's live stream, but I mean just yesterday's purchase. In addition to, what else do I have to cover? You're right, there's this paper here. All this paper here, I have to show it to the camera again. And then, since I forgot, I'm just going to have to pull it up. What am I covering the next live stream? Right, dim sum. That's very important with my cousin. So, I'll see you on the next live stream. Dim sum, dim sum. That's just in Cantonese, okay? So, I ate dim sum with my cousin. I have to cover that. I have to cover how much it cost, the budgeting. I have to cover some groceries I purchased yesterday as a part of eating at work, as well as, so the second, fuck this, come on. So right here, the second group is finished. This last group here of items is in the next live stream. And we have to cover Tim Hortons as well. So there's just a lot of food. Jesus, just 5 days, a lot of shit to get through. I'm gonna put this away into the backdrop and see you in the next live stream. 90 seconds, 1 to 2 minutes. See you there.